Wellness Wednesday. We're on my patio, and I have Dr. Darren Dubiak and his beautiful wife, Alexandra, Allie, here joining me today. You know, I've known these people for a long time.
Yep.
And it has been a great joy to represent what they do to every day change people's lives. It's an amazing thing, and I have been so proud to watch what you've done. And I'm so proud that so many of the people who trust me and follow what Brock and I do every day trust you now too. And you have grown and grown and grown. And I just wanted to take this moment, like in a non-stressful time, to just look back at what you've done and who you've helped and the changes you've made. And then what's happening next, because it's amazing.
Mm-hmm. You know, Allie and I, if you think about it, even just our friendship over these last, we'll say just these last 2 years, her and I got married. We now have 2 dogs. So that side of the family's growing. And our Body by AIM 360 family is growing. Yeah. And you know, we're sitting out here, you and I, and we're like, man, this is reflecting. Maybe we should just do a video and talk about, wow. You know, we had this grand opening. We had over 200 people come. And, you know, Allie was saying, she's like, Darren, we had people drive 3 hours just for your grand opening.
For a 2.5 hour event.
Yeah.
In the evening.
But just to be around other people who've decided one day that that was their time, and they called and they started the process, and all of them, their journeys are all different because it's the focus on you, not this group thing. It's you, which I love so much about what you do.
When I built this practice model and we talked about it with all of our team, right? We said, how can we? I don't even use the word healthcare anymore. How can you make someone happy again and feel good about themselves again? And we always had this large weight loss practice, and we wanted to take it a step further by saying, if you give people information, right? It becomes,
If you teach them, and it's not just about weight loss. Yeah, people will lose weight in our practice, but at the end of the day, it's a more 360-degree approach, because you may have to lose weight, but I can't sleep, I'm going through menopause, I have high blood pressure, and there's so many other things that just fall in line, and we try to tackle all of those things for you without completely overwhelming you or giving you 5 different medications. So we do a lot of weight loss, but at the end of the day, it's not just about that, because people, after even just 60 days of their initial programs, they will just feel better in general. They'll lose weight, but oh my gosh, I just feel good. I have energy. My mood is better.
I say you give them joy.
Yeah, absolutely. And more than happiness, because happiness is very short-lived. You're right. You give them joy, and you said it before Allie started speaking. When you empower people to make a decision for themselves, you know, just like Brock. Brock and I have known each other a long time. And it took Brock only 4 months to go to saying, hey, Darren, I need to do something. And I am here, Allie's here, my team is here to say, we're here for you. Just ask, right? I mean, when you guys did a cooking video the other day about, and Allie made a very telling statement about when people are diagnosed with something, right? You think you have it for life, right? Diabetes or high cholesterol.
Or you think it's so hard to get away from that diagnosis.
It's a new ball and chain that you're dragging.
Yes,
forever.
people think that it's so hard to get away from that. Well, now I have high blood pressure, and it's just kind of like, that's just what sticks.
And my doctor just says, well, just take this pill and change your diet.
What does that mean?
What the hell does it mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
And so many, I mean, we still to this day, people, and I'm giggling about it because people will say, well, no one ever told me how to not be. Where did we lose that? Why did we just lose it gets so frustrating for her and I. When if you just sit, it's almost like having that small little child again and saying, no, shame on you. Here's your fire pit, right? Shame on you for touching the fire pit, or get burnt by the fire, right? Or they'll learn. You taught that youngster, hey, that's going to hurt. That's not going to feel good. Why don't your doctor sit down like this and say, hey, it's not a death sentence. Body by AIM can help you.
Because they're on a revolving door and they've got somebody in the room next door in 5 minutes.
Yep.
I gave you the story how I went to the OBGYN. That's a pretty serious appointment. The lady was in and out in 8 minutes. 8 minutes.
Yeah.
That's not health care.
No.
That's, I've got a schedule to keep.
Yeah.
And that's why this is different. You know, I noticed in their practice, you have Kleenex all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and the number of times I've sat down with your people who've come in and they've told their testimonials, and I've started to cry. It doesn't take much to make me cry, but I've started to cry with them. Like, I get it. I get it. And Brock had said something. He said he was worried the first 2 weeks. He was a little scared about it. And I think that's something that you should know, because you're changing who you are and what you're doing. And then once you figure it out, you've got the power. You can go off the wagon for a weekend at a wedding and say, oh, fudge, I put on 4 pounds. And then lose it, because you know how.
Yeah.
That's the point.
And that's why we never talk about dieting, Wendy. It's about a lifestyle.
Yeah,
and
it's
body
not a
by
diet.
No.
I hate that word.
And
That's how everybody should be eating.
Think about it, right? If one thing a day is not great for you, but everything else is, you still have joy. You're not going to starve yourself here.
Yeah, and people always say, well, I don't know if this is the right time. I have a wedding, there's a birthday party, I'm going on vacation. There's always going to be something.
Always.
There's always going to be a holiday. There's always going to be a party. You have to take the leap. And as we're sitting here and with the growth of Body by AIM and all my team members, and that is why, you know, I think Allie and I provide a great service to our patients, okay? But that team behind us, from our health coaches to our nurses, they're everything. You know, when you're on that app that we have, our Body by AIM 360 app, right? And it's a Thursday afternoon at 4:30, and you have these questions, and you have a health coach that is singly yours, right? You can't beat that, because you have that guardian of angel of health looking over your shoulder and helping you. And all of our Google reviews, or all whatever, Facebook, all these reviews we get, you'll watch all of them. Our health coach was amazing. Sonia Taylor, name them all. They're amazing. They're looking over us. They're guiding us. They're yeah, exactly. Yeah. And when we see more spouses and boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever, sisters, mom and dad, sister, it's amazing how when you change the health of a family, you change that person. You see people making better decisions, they'll say, their clarity, their sleep. I mean, how many times has Brock said, my sleeping is amazing?
Ravaged before. I watched it, and I watched him change before my eyes. And you can do it next. So quickly, what's next?
Well, so we've heard everyone ask, and we've seen all these news feeds, and how can we see Dr. Dubiak and Body by AIM outside of Western Pennsylvania? Well, I just want to let everyone know that we're not going to say a date yet, but it is coming, and it will be here before summer's over, that the Body by AIM 360 team will be national. We'll be able to help people in other cities, other states, get these same services, or as close as we can, you know, from medication laws or state guidelines, all these things, and we'll go over that with everyone. But how can you be a part of that Body by AIM 360 team, being a part of the thousands of people that have gone through our program over these years, And as Allie and I just said, just sitting the other day at the grand opening, it's extremely humbling when someone drives 4 hours to see you, pays the gas they did, and knows they have to go back. And when I tell people I'm humbled by it, no, this isn't just pacifying you saying, oh, good, no, I am so honored, like I'm almost dumbfounded that you believe in my program so much that you came. And that's why we listen to you, and that's why we all do. We want the truth, we want help, and we just want our lives back. So thank you for that too.
Yeah.
And look at Brock. I mean, this guy's literally melting away. He's owned this diet. You see him every day. Our patients talk about him constantly,
but
where,
the biggest thing is that he always says is, I can't believe how easy it was.
Yeah. You're right. Eating healthy, feeling better, how you actually owe it to yourself.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know that. I mean, if you don't have, it's so cliche, but it is so true. If you don't have your health, you have nothing. And you don't. Because you can't enjoy things like this, just sitting outside. You can't enjoy a vacation with your family. And as a patient told me a couple weeks ago, I'm here because I can't even get on the ground and play with my grandkids. And that's all I've ever wanted. Those are big whys of why you become a patient of Body by AIM 360.
So I guess the big question is for all of you watching, is today your day? It might not be. It might be tomorrow. It might be in a week. But you know where to find them. bodybyAIM360.com. It works. bodybyAIM360.com. 412-227-9255. I talk about them because I believe in them, because I know it works. And it can work for you. What do you want to say to sign off? This is yours alone.
I simply just want to tell everyone, thank you for everything. Thanks for the massive growth we've seen especially over these last 2 years. And we hear you loud and clear. We're coming. We're going to help you. Friends and family, out of state, other cities. We're here to help you guys. And we're here to stay.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's just a huge thank you to everybody that believes in the practice. Again, we really reflected, I said to Darren the other night after the grand opening, I said, we're always just, what's next? What are we doing tomorrow? What are we doing next week? What are we doing 2 months from now? And we're always just moving and trying to grow and focusing on that. And I said, all those people came out from hours away. So, reflect on that a little bit and reflect on what we've done for just a moment before we think about what we're going to do tomorrow or the next day. And so, thank you guys. It's awesome. It makes me tearful almost that people believe in what we do, because it's not traditional,
Yeah.
It's not regular medicine, but it should be.
He's crying, you're crying, I'm crying. It's time to sign off because this is getting really weird now. But thanks, guys. bodybyAIM360.com. Maybe today's your day. Peace.